This morning on The Dish, a chef with globally inspired food and an increasingly international reach. Born in New Jersey, Ken Oringer loved great restaurants and after college decided to make cooking his career. He worked for star chefs such as David Burke and Jean-Georges and had jobs in New York and San Francisco before starting his own global brand.
Working with fellow chef and business partner Jamie Bissonnette, their JK group runs Boston's Coppa and Little Donkey and their best-known venture, Toro, a tapas bar that now has locations in Boston, New York, Bangkok, and Dubai. Chef Ken Oringer, good morning. Welcome to The Dish. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, guys. So psyched to be here.
This is quite a table and some incredible presentation here. So tell us what's in this show.
Well, let's start with this first.
Oh,
let's start with this.
Yes.
This is what we call the one in the grapefruit, which to have people walking around a restaurant carrying grapefruits, to me, is fun. And all our restaurants, we just want people to have fun.
And what's in the grapefruit is fun.
Tastes
Obviously,
delicious.
great food. So this is kind of a play on a margarita, but not as sweet, a little more interesting. And just something that sets the tone for Little Donkey, which is global small plates, which when chefs cook, sometimes they get bored with cooking like Italian food or Spanish food or a certain type of food. So when people come over to my apartment or Jamie, my business partner's apartment, we kind of just take whatever we have and we wing a meal. And we just have fun cooking spontaneous, really eclectic food.
The things that you love. What do we have? We've got fried chicken sandwich.
And that's what this is. So this is a Thai-style fried chicken sandwich where the chicken is marinated in pickle brine, served with a green papaya slaw, basically, on a Martin's potato roll. And then we also have sweet potatoes with a little bit of mole and savory granola. We have cucumber salad with buttermilk and tomatillo salsa verde. And for the holiday time, I love serving clams casino, but being in New England, we have the best razor clams, I think, anywhere in the world. So we do a razor clams casino. And then for dessert, we have profiteroles filled with matcha, which is green tea ice cream. And then we have poke sticks, which are these
Oh,
really
I saw
fun
these.
Yeah, chocolate.
things from Japan, which I think everybody's probably eaten poke sticks, hopefully, in their life. And we just basically crumble these on top and then just kind of serve it where it's kind of a Japanese street foodie little dessert snack.
Where does this love of food come from for you?
Ever since I was a little kid, my parents encouraged me to cook and to read cookbooks, and it's something
You were
I've
reading
always
cookbooks
wanted to do.
you were reading cookbooks at what age?
Man, like 6 years old.
6 years old.
And watching Julia Child.
Yeah, Julia Child, and reading Gourmet Magazine, which my parent, I couldn't wait for it to come every time it came in the mail. And I just was on this path. I was obsessed with food, and I've kind of never given up that obsession, and I just love it still.
So how does a Jersey boy master sushi and Mexican food and Italian food? You also have a Spanish tapas restaurant.
It's a lot of traveling. All my restaurants have been pretty much the product of my travels. I think traveling is the most important thing that any young chef can do, whether it be to ethnic neighborhoods in your city or your town, or whether it be going overseas or anywhere. Just exposing your palate to as many different things as you can creates taste memories, which I think are so important, so that when you start thinking about food, instead of thinking about, well, I can use a little acid on this chicken sandwich, I'm just going to put lemon on it. If you think about what kind of acid they use in India, for instance, you can say, well, I'm going to put Amchur powder, which is a green mango powder that they use in India for acidic touches. You could say, well, I'm going to make a slub, and I'm going to put Amchur powder instead of lemon juice, and it'll give it a whole nother dimension. And we're always trying to create food that has very unique dimensions.
You had a very successful solo career, and then you partnered with Jamie Bissonnette, and you've had an incredibly successful partnership. Why does it work, and why did you just decide to partner up?
I mean,
you guys go way back, right?
Yeah, we go way back. You can only do so much by yourself, and I think between the two of us, we have so much energy, and we have like a yin and a yang. You know, he's this guy with tattoos from head to toe. You know, he's younger than me. He's almost not quite like a son, but I mean, he's definitely younger. And so we have so many different approaches to how we run our restaurants and how we look at food. And it's nice because we've been working together for so long that we can bring out so many more things from each other because we're both very critical and we're not afraid to take criticism, which I think is the key.
What is the biggest challenge, though, of not being able to make it just what you want? You have to incorporate what somebody else wants.
Yeah, but sometimes you can maneuver a little bit. If there's something that it's like in a marriage. If there's something you really feel strongly about, you have to respect what your partner says about it, and you have to say, you know what, I'll let you win this battle, but you know, let's move on to the next, and not make a big deal about it.
Well, let's have you sign the dish. And I know your parents are here with you, so maybe they are the answer. I'm not certain. But if you could have this meal with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
I mean, I'm all about family. I have 2 little kids, Luca and Vervan, and my wife Celine. And to me, eating food with family, there's nothing better. And that's why I first got into cooking. And to me, if I can have a ton of food at a table, the more people, the merrier. And just family and friends and a big wooden fire cooking, and I'm in heaven, and plenty of mezcal.
What a picture. Chef Ken Oringer, thank you so much. And for more on Ken and the dish, head to our website at cbsthismorning.com.